and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm very excited to be a part of this Spring Prima Doll Hop. Some very talented ladies in this group, and I feel privileged to be a part of it. I am not new to paper crafting. I've paper crafted for years, but I am new to this whole YouTube thing. So bear with me as I learn. This is a learning curve for me. These ladies have taught me and inspired me so much. I'm just really appreciative to Robyn and Michelle for thinking of me for this. I'm very active in a couple of Prima Doll swap groups on Facebook, and also in the Loaded Envelopes Galore and More Facebook group, which is where I learned from the best how to do these 3D paper projects. So today I'm sharing my project for the Hop. It is a lemonade stand featuring 3 Prima dolls. So this lemonade stand is a Silhouette Studio cut file. I did alter it. I'll go over that in just a few minutes, what I did differently to make this project work for my purpose here. But as you can see, it is 3D. And I just love it. I think it is absolutely adorable. And honestly, it was pretty simple to put together. The cut file came with the stand and the canopy layers, even this little sign and this little lemon cut here. It did not have a countertop, and I'll show you where I kind of goofed up. So when I was making my stand, you can see it comes with these little panels too. I was thinking this was the countertop, or this was the countertop and this was the front. So I paneled the front, and then I realized, oh wait, that's actually the bottom. So that's why these are on their side, which I think is cute. I think it's fine. It looks more like the kids built it themselves kind of deal. But anyway, I did figure that out the hard way. So it was really easy to construct after I figured out what was the bottom and what was the front. But I did not like that it didn't have a counter. I really wanted a counter because I knew I was going to put dolls inside and I wanted them to have lemonade to sell. So I just added this piece in myself, and all I did was cut a piece of cardstock. I used black 110-pound cardstock for my base, and that's all I did. I just cut an extra piece that I had left over, measured once, cut 3 times. That's the rule, right? I just kept trimming so that it would fit in the corners around my columns. So that's all I did, and then I put some little hinge type pieces of chipboard underneath to support the countertop, and that's it. On the countertop, I borrowed pieces from my daughter's Barbie house. She's already noticed that they're missing, so I will have to return those. I just have them on there with glue dots for presentation. The little lemon slices came from a swap from my friend Holly. They were part of some little confetti sequence mix that she sent me, and I just thought those are so adorable. Look how real those look, little lemon slices. So I added those on because they're making their lemonade. All I did was use cardstock that I had on hand. So for this project, in typical doll fashion, I make a lot of dolls. I work with my Prima dolls each week for different swap groups that I'm in. I try to use my scrap papers or my smaller papers for my doll projects, and this one was no exception. I rarely use everything from one collection. I tend to pull from different to make my own, and that's what I did here. I know that the lemon paper came from this collection, a Jen Hadfield homemade collection that I think I got that at Tuesday morning. So I know the lemon paper came from there. I'm pretty sure that the wood panel paper came from this little pack from Maggie Holmes that I've had in my stash for a while. Some of the kids' clothing came from this little pad that I got from my friend in a swap. Tammi always gives me nice gifts. That came from her. So I know I can't tell you exactly the sources for all of these because, like I said, I just pulled them from different things. Same with the yellows. I just pulled the color palette from different collections, so I can't really help you out much there. But you can use what you want and make it your own, which is exactly what I did here. As far as the dolls that I used 3 different dolls. When I made the when I used the cut file, I did resize it because I knew I was going to use a doll on the outside. So I wanted the doll's head to clear the canopy. So I know I extended this part at least 5 inches. So I just pulled it out till I felt like it was the right size for it. I used a new doll from the spring Prima collection. Her name is Meg. I love her hat. And I just layered up her clothing, different fussy cuts for each piece of her clothing. And I use Coppix markers on my dolls for all their skin tones and hair. This is Little Girl. She's one of the older dolls, but I really like her. I think she's just fun. She kind of reminds me of my daughter. So that curly blonde hair. And then this is Toby over there on the side, helping her out with selling and making lemonade. I just used some foam tape to kind of pop Meg off the front a little bit, give a little dimension. Same thing with the lemonade sign. This little lemon up here was also an SVG file from Silhouette. I just layered it up with different papers and cardstock that I had. I cut these banner pieces myself and just layered them up, and then used some of my little flat back beads to put on there. As far as making my dolls stand up, this is what I came up with, because I didn't want them to like tape against the counter. I wanted them up and off a little bit. So I used like a hinge here, and that just kind of made them flop back and forth. So I went back and cut a triangle piece, folded it in half, and used that kind of as like a stand. I don't know, it worked. So the back isn't very pretty. The canopy's gorgeous, but my dolls aren't very pretty from the back. This is just meant to be seen from the front. So it's lovely like this. If there's enough interest, I don't mind doing a tutorial on this. Like I said, this was a pretty easy project to put together. Well, once I figured out what was the bottom and the top. Like I said, I had my own countertop there, but I just love how it turned out. I think it's so cute and so springy, and I don't know, something about these dolls just bring out my girly side. So I always love to work with these. Very important to also mention that we're doing a giveaway. I will put all the rules down in the bottom in the description, but I will tell you that you need to be 18 years old and you must be a visible subscriber to all the channels in this hop. The hop closes on April 15th and the winner will be announced on April 17th. Winner will have 72 hours to claim their prize, and YouTube is not responsible for this giveaway. This is just from me to you for liking and subscribing to my videos and my friends. So thanks so much for watching my little segment here on this wonderful spring Prima doll hop.